Hi, Dr. Lim here. When DXN is holding a management meeting to receive the reports from various persons in charge, there is a standing order. Report the bad news. People always want to talk about good news and how successful they are. Maybe this is good to impress people, but it's useless, no, to improve the company. When the person in charge only talks about the good news, how much the sales have increased, how happy the members are with the company, how badly our competitors are suffering, then how to improve the company? If the situation is already good, there's little room to enhance it and improve it. Our Sunya philosophy is that let us act as soon. When the action may face obstacles and failures, that may be bad news, but from the failure and difficulties we face, normally we can formulate a good way to improve the situation and turn the table around to our advantage. So you will see that when I am doing the coffee talks, many times I'm talking about the difficulties and sometimes about the failures. Then how we overcome it, that normally is much better than telling you how smart I am and how good the company is at all the time. For the good news you feel good, maybe we do it once in a while. For the bad news you learn a lot, so it is a norm we talk about difficulty and challenges. I mean, you talk it to the company. When facing the company, you talk about the bad news. But when you're facing your downline, okay, your group, you must talk about good news now. Do not give them negative news. That is the norm. Last few videos, I'm telling that what are the difficulties we face, and the sales of DXN shoot through the roof, and we become the largest MM company in Indonesia. As I told you many times in my Sunya talk, love is unconditional. We never put conditions on our love, no, for our fellow human beings. We never say that, you're Malaysian and I love you. You're an Indian, sorry, I do not love you. You believe in my God, I love you and we go to heaven together. And what? You do not accept him? Then go to hell and burn by fire for eternity. No. We never talk like that. We love people unconditionally. That is true love. We never differentiate people. But peace is always conditional. Love can be unilateral from one party to the other party. We love someone, some people, whether they love us back or not, it's not important. But peace is different. Peaceful state is always involve two parties. When you wish to sue for peace, the other party comes with little weapon to attack you. Then how to have peace? So you should not be so naive to think that once you love people unconditionally, people will leave you back and peace unconditionally. No, the world did not operate like that. Maybe when many of them become Sunyati, we can have a peaceful world. Before that, the world is run by the jungle law, survival of the fittest. DXN is a peaceful company. In our meeting, we suddenly attack our competitor, we just leave them alone, they do the business and we do ours. By right, this should be peaceful, right? No, this is not. When the competitor, or worse, the imitator, cannot compete with DXN due to their inferior technology, lack of sincerity, faulty and cheating marketing plan, compete with the members in the market by making the family members or key staff and the top members and etc. They never think of their own weak point, but rather they create rumors to confuse DXN members and promise heaven and earth to them to shift over. By stepping into the year 2000, DXN welcomed the new millennium with flying colors now. We become the largest MLM company in Indonesia and our business started to progress well in India and Philippines. DXN started to go worldwide and the world seemed to open both hands, to welcome us. As you hear from the story in India and Philippines, It was full of problems in the beginning. The world did open both hands to welcome the accent. The problem was one hand patting at our shoulder and welcoming us, the other hand knock at our hand, and make us learn some very good lessons in life. The market in Indonesia was expanding too fast. It hardly took us to work the market from tens of thousands of sales in 1 month to a few $1 million a month in just 2 years' time. We are facing two major problems, one internally and one external. Internally, many people suddenly woke up and found themselves, they were diamonds and senior diamonds and making very good income. No need training to learn anything about Ganoderma. That time so many people rushed to join DXN. Many members were like a boat floating on the water. When the water rises, the position of the boat also rises. There's one unemployed man who comes to sit in the office like Pasu in Malaysia. And also like Pasu, suddenly his income rocketed to very high level, reaching about 40 to 50,000 USD per month. By right, he should be thankful to the company, right? No. He was not. He came to the office and was not happy with everything. He was not happy with the counter staff, that they do not smile at him all the time. The counter boys and girls were so busy attending the people who flocked into DXN, and he kept chatting nonsense and talking to them when they were busy. So when the staff could not pay much attention to him, then he was not happy. He bought a huge house on top of the scenic mountain and threw a huge housewarming party together with a few DXN leaders, and me attended his party. But many leaders did not like it when he carried himself too far. Even in the housewarming party, he kept complaining and claimed how smart he was. Even with excellent good income, he became the complaint king. And eventually wanted to teach the company how to run the business as marketing guru. He was not happy with many things, the packaging of the products, the quality of the products, the marketing plan, and even the way we manage the meeting. By right, as a leader, he should bring the bad news and complaints to the company, but good news and motivation talk to the downline. He complained badly about the company, and hope members would gather around him and force the company to change our marketing plan to favor the top leaders and etc. Finally, we had to give him a point-blank warning. If he continued to complain without good points and disturb the market, I may terminate him and remove him from the DXN. Only then he tuned down and become a bit quiet. Eventually, many leaders in his group left and they lost confidence in the company due to too much negative talking from him. His group collapsed and his income plummeted heavily. As I told you, DXN at the time was packed with people like a refugee camp. So many members joined DXN. The leader need not do anything. The influx of members pushed them to the top and they enjoyed good income without much effort. Later, we simplified and made our marketing plan much more effective, and it did not happen like that again. Our top leaders were having spectacular achievement in our status and income at the time. Many before this were unemployed, small hawkers, the office boy, and etc., facing tough life and hardly living from hand to mouth. In DXN, their life changed completely. Like one leader, we nicknamed him the office boy. Before that, working with only 160,000 rupiah, which is about $20 per month. Not possible to survive with such a low wages. But after joining DXN for 2 years, bought a house and a piece of land, instantly become a market hero. That time we always thought that when members getting good incomes, then it was happy scenario and everybody would be happy. Very soon, this was not the case. Your person did not prepare himself to face the life realistically. Good income is bringing more greed and stupid act. There was one leader, his costs were exactly like that of Pasu. When his income had reached about 10,000 USD, which could afford him to live in a very comfortable life in Indonesia. And this was a huge income 20 years ago. Instead of enjoying the new chapter in life and feeling thankful, he was not happy. because one competitor offered him some percentage in the share of the company and straight already of sales on top of the income of his bonus. On paper, he should get more than 10,000 USD. Then the competitor offered heaven and earth, will give him a good Mercedes and later even a yacht. I told him he could buy any Mercedes with his present income bonus now. The competitor always changed their condition when he was terminated by the company. He did not accept my advice and jumped ship into the competitor, saying he would invite me to have seafood dinner in his future yacht. I nearly fainted and bid him goodbye, sayonara, without a kiss, of course. That company was a money game company. They did give him some share in the company and buy a Mercedes with some down payment and tee him up, as the owner of the company. Very soon the company collapsed. Saying he was the owner of the company, many people who were cheated come to him and demand the money back. Later, we heard he ran away and never to be seen again. Later, we had a similar case in India. The competitor offered our leaders some share in the company and he was promoted as a shareholder of the company. Then the competitor simply closed down the business and ran away without paying the bonus. All members flocked to him and made noise in his house, demand the bonus. He became extremely depressed. One day, his servant saw him acting strangely when he entered his room. When the servant knocked at the door and no response from him, the servant forced and broke the door and found him hanging himself. Quickly, the servant put him down and actually saved his life. He was still alive today, but emotionally became a cracker. His servant was a much better human being than him. We learn a very important lesson here. Good income is not enough to bring in happy life. We must train the leader how to face life realistically and practically and how to appreciate the company. Not easily influenced by the sweet but unsustainable promises from the imitator. Not easily panic when listen to the rumors spread by the competitors. This is the reason we are promoting Sunya worldwide now, for people to face their life realistically and lead a peaceful life. Not a life full of complaints and never happy with anything. Even with 10,000 income in USD per month, still not happy and keep complaining. It will take me many videos to talk about the initial problem in Indonesia. Today I'm a bit busy and stop the story here. In the next video, we shall tell how the competitors spread the rumors to frighten the members and offer sun and moon to tame the leaders who jump ship and then sunk together with the competitors. See you in the next videos. Bye-bye.